guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to style your bangs. I know it can seem a little bit daunting whether you just got bangs or you're thinking about getting bangs. The whole styling process can seem like a lot. You may be wondering, is it too much work to get bangs? Do I have time to style my hair like that? I just want to eliminate all of those fears because styling bangs is so easy, and I've come up with a really quick process. It takes me like 3 to 4 minutes in the morning, and it can really make your hair look voluminous and full. So I just wanted to take you through my process on how I style my bangs from start to finish. So let's get into it. So styling your bangs is actually really easy. It is a little bit more time consuming, but it's really not all that hard, and you only need a few things. So I use this hair dryer every single morning, as well as a round brush, and then I also have a comb and a hair tie. That's basically all you need to style your bangs. You can use texturizing spray and dry shampoo if you want. Basically, I like to start with my hair wet. We work out in the morning, so I typically take a shower after we work out, and then I will blow dry my bangs after that. But sometimes we do work out at night, so I'll take a shower at night and just let everything air dry and then wet my bangs in the morning. So I'm just gonna show you from scratch. Just got out of the shower, put makeup on though. So I like to do my makeup before I do my hair. It's just so much easier to put your makeup on while your bangs are like pulled back. It's really kind of hard to like have them down and then put foundation on because you have to fix them anyway after you do your makeup, so you might as well just pin them back and then do your bangs last. I'm going to take my hair out of this towel and show you guys how I style my hair. So as you can see, my hair is still fairly damp. I threw it up in a towel so it dried a little bit, but if it's too dry, just be sure to wet your bangs more. You can like run your hair underneath the sink, but if you've already put makeup on, I like to just wet my comb, like run my comb under the water and then just brush it through the front part. You don't need the rest of your hair to be wet, you really just need your front pieces. Really make sure that these are damp at least so that you can style them in the direction that you want them to go. But this is what they look like before you style them, and they're really not that cute. So I typically just pin them up if I don't have them styled because they just look like a hot mess. But I'm just gonna go ahead and part my hair down the middle. This is where my hair has been parted for the last like 4 years. And then I'm just taking this round brush and brushing my hair out. The size of your round brush really matters. I had one bigger than this that I used to do blowouts with, but when I started to like work with my bangs, that one was way too big and it made my hair like lift off of my head out to here. And when I first got my bangs, I was so panicked because I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know how to style these and they will not stay down, and they were like parting in weird places. But I finally have figured out how to style them, and like 99.9% of the time they look great. You'll have those weird off days where like you slept on them wrong, or like your hair just won't cooperate. Like everybody has bad hair days, so I do have days during the week sometimes where I'm like, oh, it's like parting weird, or like it's thinner here because it didn't like dry correctly. That's why you want to make sure your hair is wet, because you really can prevent the weird hair days by just making sure your hair is wet. So if you do shower in the morning, this is just like another easy step. If you shower at night though, you're gonna have to like adjust your schedule a little bit so that you have more time to fix your bangs in the morning. So then I like to brush forward my bangs like this. And as you can see, there are a bunch of pieces that are not part of my bangs, but I like to make sure everything is brushed forward. And then I like to take my comb and just part this back part right here to pull out those longer hairs, because you want to just be left with like your front bangs. And as you can see, it's like already starting to part really weird, and that's why you have to work kind of quickly with them or they start to get kind of funky. So I'm just going to take these sections right here, the pieces that are longer, they go over to the side, and you just want to be left kind of with this triangle to work with. Okay, so after you have your bangs pulled out, I like to pull the rest of my hair back and just really focus on getting this part right, and then we can dry the rest of the hair. Sometimes I don't even dry the rest of my hair, I just dry my bangs and let the rest of my hair air dry. I just like to use as little heat as possible on my hair, so if I can just do the front parts, that's fine, and I'll just let this kind of dry straight since I do have naturally straight hair. I will say this is probably a little bit easier for me since I do have naturally straight hair. If you have wavy hair or curly hair, I'm not really sure how to style bangs for that, but I have pretty straight flat hair, so this was not really much of a difference in my routine other than wetting my bangs and then just kind of blow drying them. Blow drying takes like 30 seconds. It doesn't take that long if you get it right the first time. After I have them pulled out in the front, you can grab some side pieces if you want to as well. But now we are going to grab our hair dryer. I'm just using this new mini hair dryer that I got. This is the T3. I totally forgot what it's called. It's the T3 something. I'll link it down below. But I love this one because it's compact, and when you get bangs, you may not use a hair dryer. Like, I never used a hair dryer before I got bangs, and so when I got bangs, I was using my giant hair dryer. And you leave your blow dryer out on the counter pretty much because you're gonna use it every single morning, so it was such a pain to like roll up my big one, put it under to store, bring it back out, because sometimes I would like style them twice a day, just kind of depending on the day. And so I really like this one because it's smaller and it sits on our counter and it's compact. So I've been enjoying this. And plus, when you travel and all you need a hairdryer for is just for your bangs, it's kind of annoying to bring a big one. So I like this one. It's super small. This comes off, but I really like having this on. You have more precision when you're blow drying them. But before they start to dry too much, I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So basically all I'm doing is taking my round brush and brushing them to the side. You want to just brush them from side to side, so I'm just going back and forth, and then I take the round brush and kind of round it out, going straight down, and then side to side again. You just want to repeat those steps until your bangs kind of settle in the middle, and then one more time going under, and that's pretty much it. It's super easy and really fast. Okay, so after I have them dried, I'm going to pull out these longer pieces and push those to the side again and kind of assess how we are doing. So far, I really like the way that this dried. If it does look weird though, all you have to do is just re-wet your bangs and try again. It's a trial and error process. When I first got bangs, I literally had to re-wet and re-dry 4 or 5 times in the morning. So give yourself some time if you just cut your bangs and you're like trying to figure out how the heck do I style these things. And don't feel like discouraged if you can't get it right the first time. I went the first 3 days being like, oh my gosh, this was like a horrible decision. And it took me like 20 minutes the first time to figure out how to blow dry them. But now that I've figured it out, I can literally do my bangs in 30 seconds. Obviously, if I'm not talking to a camera and like walking you through the process, but you saw how long it took from the time that I brushed them forward to the time that they were dry. So it takes no time at all, but I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry it for the purpose of this video. I don't wanna just leave it like wet. So I'm sure you guys already know how to blow dry your hair. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I usually just like to focus on the roots, make sure those get dry since those usually take the longest. So I'm just lifting my roots as I blow dry my hair. Typically I would flip my head over and blow dry my hair upside down just to get maximum volume in the roots. But since I've already gotten my bangs where I want them, I usually just grab my hair and lift it at the roots and just try to get that dry. And this isn't all the way 100% dry, but it's good enough for this video, and I usually would just let it air dry after that. So now that I finished drying my hair, you can get more of an idea of what the final hair looks like. I did mention before you can spray product in your bangs to kind of give them texture. I'm going to be using the stuff that I use literally every day. I use the Dove dry shampoo. I just like to use this to give it some grit and some hold, and you just spray it really lightly just on your bangs. Then you take your round brush and you go back and forth. This looks so silly, but I swear this makes your bangs so much more voluminous and full looking and just textured. And then after I spray my dry shampoo, I go in with my Krista Ness working texture spray. This is the cherry on top, my favorite product, the stuff that like makes my bangs look so good. This is what I use. So if you're wondering for like that perfect bangs product, definitely get your hands on this. I will link both of these down below as well, so you guys know exactly what I use. I think I found like the perfect products for working with bangs. So I just take this texturizing spray, again, just focusing it on my bangs, and I like to kind of push them up to give them some shape and some volume so they're not sitting flat on your face. And then again, I just go back and forth, and then I go down, and then I take my fingers and I just separate that back part. So you just want to separate right here, leaving your bangs out. So you're just pulling those longer pieces out from your face. So that's pretty much how I style my bangs. Like I said before, it's super easy and it's really quick. Obviously, if I'm like talking you guys through it, it took a little bit longer, but I can do this whole routine in about 4 minutes in the morning. So it just adds a little bit of time to my getting ready process, but totally worth it. I love having bangs and I just love the fringe style, so I really like having these. If you are considering getting bangs, definitely take into account if you want to go through the whole blow drying process, but it's really not that bad, and I would encourage you to try bangs if you've been considering it, because like you can see, it's super easy and it doesn't really take that much effort. You'll get the hang of it, you'll get really quick with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you want to see more styling videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you back for some more videos, but I will see you in my next one. Bye!